Now I want to bring in Congressman Adriano Espaillat, Democrat from New York. Congressman, thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. I know it's a busy day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, look, you told New York One just this week that a border wall is not the answer to the migrant problem. So let me just start off by getting your reaction to this announcement by DHS today.
Well, obviously, I'm disappointed. I think a wall is a Byzantine answer to a very modern and complex problem. It's a hemispheric problem that stands from Cuba, Haiti in the Caribbean to Venezuela, Ecuador, Colombia, and other countries, Nicaragua. We have a hemispheric crisis that we must fix. And a wall is not going to detain a mom that has walked 2,000 miles with her 3 kids to knock on our doors and try to make her case for asylum. I think we need to do a comprehensive immigration reform. I think the emergency should be called for all hands on deck to do comprehensive immigration reform. That may include some border protection measures, but certainly not a Byzantine wall.
Congressman, the Biden administration, you heard the president there, was pressed on this. Why are you doing this? It looks like an about-face. He said, look, this has already been in the pipeline. It started under the previous administration. Do you buy that excuse by President Biden?
Look, we should work, Congress should work harder with the administration to find answers to this issue of immigration.
But Congressman, let me just follow up and try to get an answer to that question. Do you believe the president when he says this is not a reaction to the current crisis? This is funding that was already in the pipeline, and we are now following through with what that funding was intended for.
Look, I believe the president is an honest broker. I believe him when he speaks, and I think he speaks the truth. He just gave the extended TPS for 500,000 Venezuelans, which are the biggest chunk of the migrants coming to New York City. But as I said earlier, this is a very complex issue. I'm part of a piece of legislation, that the Dignity Act, that is bipartisan in scope. I'm working with some Republicans across the aisle. A guy like me that represents Harlem, East Harlem, and Washington Heights, probably one of the most progressive districts in the country, is willing to go across the aisle to work with some of the Republicans in getting an answer to the. And in the Dignity Act, we have many measures. I'm comfortable with it. I looked through it. I read it. It has great things for immigrants. It has border protection measures. It's really perhaps a document, a starting point that we can begin a discussion around and make the changes that need to be made. But a wall is not going to stop anybody. Even empires fell that had tremendous walls all around them, and yet they fell. Look at history. That's what it says. And so these folks are coming to our border because they're facing violence. They're running from a gang, from an authoritarian regime. They're facing perhaps a natural disaster, a 7-year drought. There may be a food insecurity. Who's going to stop people that are fleeing death? Yeah. No one will stop them. Let's take a deeper dive in this and find real solutions. And let's use taxpayers' dollars for something that will result in a solution to the problem.
Congressman, I understand you. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill have been talking about immigration reform for decades now, and it seems to always evade you all. Let me go back, though, to this central issue, because even candidate Biden said he was opposed to walls. Do you worry that this runs the risk of looking like an about face by President Biden, even though he says that's not what is happening here, at a critical moment when he's running for re-election?
No, I think there was some funding that I voted against the funding back in 2019, and we were about to lose the funding, and he's using that. I think he's an honest broker. I don't think he's going to lose face on this particular move. But I tell you, this is not going to resolve the problem. Comprehensive immigration reform will resolve the problem. And again, I'm also fighting for cities like New York City and other cities to get the kind of funding they need when they're shouldering this crisis. I think that's fair. It's fairness. But a wall, I think, is just a Trump legacy. It's a symbol of the past, certainly not a symbol of the future, with the artificial intelligence age and technology available at our fingertips that will potentially help resolve the security problem. By the way, the Cato Institute, one of the most conservative institutes in the country, says that fentanyl comes through the ports of entry, and that 0.02% of fentanyl is transported by immigrants arrested by U.S. citizens and others. It's coming through our ports of entry. It's not being driven by immigrants. I don't know any immigrant that wakes up in the morning and says, let me go out and get arrested. What they want to do is they want to work.
Yeah, Congressman, let me follow up with you on what is happening in states like Illinois and New York. I mean, do you think that the White House, that the Biden administration has done enough to help with the surge of migrants in these states across the country?
Well, the TPS extension is the first step. I think that's a good step, because once they begin to work, they're no longer a load on government.
Should it apply to more nationalities? The TPS extension, just so our viewers understand, you're talking about the temporary protective status, which applies to about 500,000 Venezuelans. Should that apply to more nationalities, Congressman, so that more people can work?
Well, the Venezuelans already had TPS. It was an extension, and there is a criteria to issue TPS to a particular country. So the country has to meet that criteria. But I think there's a good first step in making sure they go out to work and they're no longer a load on government. In fact, I think they will rebuild New York City. I think the city is a little bit sluggish after the pandemic, and that's exactly what we need. We need their aggressiveness to work, their hunger to succeed, the innovativeness that you see in their eyes. A woman that walked 2,000 miles with her kids will never be late to work. So
the president's done enough, or does he need to do more, Congressman? Does the president need to do more?
I think we all together, the White House and Congress, we need to do more to help the cities that are shouldering this issue. Yes.
Okay. Congressman Espaillat, thank you so much for your perspective. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.